Welcome back to another episode of Mr. Ben's Adventures. Today we are going back to somewhere at the beginning of June. Yeah, it'd be June. Of us spraying beans. In one of my previous videos, you'll see me jump out of the combine and partly explain and show you the height of those beans in the end. But this was about June when we were spraying all the weeds down. So for those wondering, I have a Typhoon G, I believe that's what it's called, drone that's doing this. Eventually I'll take a picture of it and put it on and maybe do a description video of how it's like and what it is and the whole 9 yards. But what is recording is my GoPro 4, Hero 4. I'm able to put it on a mount. At the time, I have it corrected now, but at the time, one of my wires weren't fully working, so I wasn't able to see what the drone was seeing while flying. I am in the yard, I don't know, 1/8 of a mile away, so that would be 200 feet or something like that away. Maybe 300, 350, depending where I am with the drone, I guess. So a lot of my thoughts of where the drone wasn't exactly where it was. My depth perception was a little off, but it still turned out pretty good. So that's a custom-made sprayer that my dad ended up making. Originally, I believe it was only 50, 60 feet, but I think it's now 88 feet, if I'm not mistaken. He was able to scavenge off another wrecked one. I don't know what happened to it exactly, but he took the booms off that and he extended them on. So the extra wheels on the outside wings, or on the wings, the outside wheels are all additional wheels. Just to extend it. Then on the tractor he has a GPS system so he can see exactly where he's going. And he doesn't overlap too much, if not anything. So this piece that he's spraying, it's supposed to be 18 acres, but it's only 15 due to that wet spot at that far in the field. It's just a spot we can never get to, so we just gave up trying to fight with it. We just leave it now, kind of go around it. It is what it is. Makes the field 3 acres smaller, but saves us a whole lot of headaches. So we planted these beans the first week of May, maybe the start of the second week, so about a third way into May. This is about the middle of June, so month and a quarter of growing. We are now spraying these beans. We end up harvesting them middle of October. They were ready to come off. We had a nice, good, almost probably about 2 weeks of just sun shining, very similar conditions of what you're seeing, just fall weather, not in the summer weather. And we end up yielding about 35 bushels an acre. A bushel is about 60 pounds. So that math, we end up getting 2,100 pounds of soya beans per acre. Which, going back to bushels, it ended up being approximately 530 bushels that we got off this field. One of our other fields that we did soybeans this year, we end up yielding about 45 bushels an acre. So that one did phenomenal. But still, 35 bushels an acre is nothing to complain about. It was still a profit this year. So if you're wondering how we end up getting how many bushels per acre, how many bushels, what's the weight, this, that, and the other, there's a couple ways we can do it. So when we are harvesting, the hopper on the combine, which is the thing behind the cab that collects all the grain, is about 190 bushels. So we kind of use that as a reference. Our one grain cart is about 400 bushels. So if I'm able to fill the combine twice, I almost fill the grain cart, then I almost get 400. Do a couple more laps, I'm able to top it up, and then start into the other cart, which our other cart is about 250 bushels, because we only use the grain carts in this field, the gravity fed ones. So close enough to home that we didn't need the truck and this, that, and the other. Some of the newer combines have the exact gauge inside of them, inside the cab, that shows the yield per acre. Some guys have grain carts and grain wagons, I guess they're called, that go around the field from combine to combine, and they always have weight scales on them majority of the time, so that's how they can tell. The other option is to fill the truck, know the weight of the truck when it's empty, fill the truck and the trailer, and then drive on the scale, and that'll tell you the exact amount too. Then there's the grain bin system. Each bin is going to hold only a certain amount, so we can quickly just add up the amount of bins we have and their maximum capacity, and that'll tell us how many beans we have. But when it comes to crop insurance, they still want to know how much came off each field to determine if we need to make a claim or not. That brings us to the end of our video. We should be moving grain in the next couple weeks or so I should be able to get a couple videos of that and how that system works. My drone is down at the moment. I gotta get a new battery. Gotta order a new one. I don't know how much it's gonna appreciate the cold, but let's see what I can do in using it. Yeah, I'll get around to it. And yeah, thanks for watching.